Game Science just released the official trailer of the second title of the blackmyth series, introducing the legendary ghost catcher, Zhong Kui. In the trailer, we could only see two giants carrying his sword and him sitting on a cool tiger. So who exactly is Zhong Kui? What made him such a famous character? And more importantly, what are the secrets hidden in the trailer? In the beginning, there were two guys climbing a jump. From the size of the jump, we can tell that they aren't normal in size, but incredibly small. They were carrying a vase and a gourd, and consequently, they were two Yaoguais who used the same items in the journey to the west. They were called Sly Devil and Wily Worm, who appeared in Chapter 33, Mount Pingding. Their master, Golden Horn King and Silver Horn King, gave them two treasures to deal with Wukong: the purple gold red gourd and the molten jade pearl vase. Those were extremely powerful vessels which could easily capture the Great Sage. However, they were too naive and got scammed by Wukong, exchanging the real vessels with the fake one. Still, they were loyal and went back to the mountain to report to their master. Surprisingly, they were spared with no punishment. Lucky, we were neither beaten nor scolded. We were let go just like that, similar to what they said in the trailer.
No scolding, no flogging, life spared. Why risk going back?
However, as Zhong Kui is coming for them, it means they are probably dead. We can see two ghosts holding Zhong Kui's sword. It's probably the 7-star sword, which is a powerful vessel with the mana of the Big Dipper. According to the legend of Zhong Kui, the two servants were called Han Yuan and Fu Chu, which means being wronged and suffering injustice. And Zhong Kui's mount is Baizhe, which is a mythical creature in Chinese mythology. But in the trailer, Zhong Kui is riding a tiger instead of Baizhe. From the Weibo post of the producer Yang, the idea came from the popular drawing Zhong Kui riding a tiger back in the Ming Dynasty. We can also see the bats flying over the servants. The bat is the scout of Zhong Kui to detect evil spirits. As bat and blessings share the same pronunciation, Fu, we can often see bats in his drawings. Zhong Kui raised his head and welcomed the bats, which also means welcoming fortune. So how famous is Zhong Kui now? Well, most Chinese people might heard of his name, but just like the Western audience, most people don't really know the story of him, especially the younger generation. Zhong Kui is commonly known as the ghost cradling god in Chinese folklores. It was said that his leopard head, round eyes, iron face, curly beard, such a weird look. Yet he was a man of absolute integrity, loyalty, and bravery. However, he had a sad story. He was good at both fighting and writing, making him a Zhongyuan, the #1 scorer of the imperial examination. Yet he was so ugly that he was stripped of his title and imprisoned. He was angry of the injustice, so he rammed his head against the palace gate and ended his life. During the Divine Judgment, the king of underworld, Yan Lo Wang, saw the potential in Zhong Kui and gave him the task of hunting and capturing ghosts. He is righteous and smart, yet he looks terrifying. Even the ghosts are scared of him. In the Tang Dynasty, Zhong Kui's worship went viral. According to the brush talk of a dream broke, Tang Xuanzong was once troubled by nightmares. In a dream, he was haunted by a small ghost, but suddenly a big ghost appeared, taking out the eyes of the small ghost and swallowed it. The big ghost introduced himself as Zhong Kui. After the empire woke up, his illness was cured, so he commanded the court painter, Wu Daozhi, to paint the picture of Zhong Kui to ward off evil spirits. He also titled Zhong Kui as the sage lord who bestows blessings and guards the household. It contributed to the wider spread of Zhong Kui's stories. Just like Wukong, Erlang, or Naja, Zhong Kui's lore is a combination of different stories across multiple centuries. Li Shizhen in the Ming Dynasty said that the myth came from a herbal medicine named Zhong Kui, which gradually evolved into a famous folklore. Zhuo Zhuan said that the myth was originated from the Zhong Kui clan, which was a large family in the Shang Dynasty. They repel evil spirits by using an instrument, Zhui. As time goes by, the instrument became the symbol of warding off ghosts and was given the image of a deity. Unlike the journey to the west or the investitures of the gods that have a complete and structured story, the lore of Zhong Kui is quite scattered. It's quite difficult to make a game due to the lack of reference. but at the same time, it might be an advantage for the game developers because they have more freedom to do whatever they want. And apart from blackmyth Zhong Kui, Game Science also registered other trademarks such as blackmyth Jiang Ziya, blackmyth Xiaoqian, and more. It seems that they have the ambition to build the entire Chinese mythology and folklore series by linking different characters, just like the Marvel Universe. Some people said that there were secret messages in the dialogue. The characters refers to Wukong and Yang, the founders of Game Science, and they are talking about the reason of delaying Wukong DLC.
You ain't even trying. It's all me. Look at that belly of yours.
Chinese people often use fat to describe the rich, so the belly refers to the unexpected success of blackmyth Wukong.
Where's the mountain? Hey, you're falling flat losing again.
The mountain refers to a sequel of Wukong. Although they decided to make a new game first, they can go back whenever they want.
Master will take us back, as long as we keep that mountain in her heart.
This place. We've got food on our table and...
The food on the table means they have enough budget to take risks, so they want to try something new. From the article of Wukong, he mentioned that he was overwhelmed by the pressure of making Wukong DLC in the past few months. He said he was supposed to be happy, but the success of blackmyth Wukong exceeded the initial goal too much that he felt empty and lost. They have spent the entire decade on one single project, which already consumed everything they had. They want to explore something new, something exciting. Seeing their attitude and quality of work, I guess we just have to sit patiently and wait. At the same time, the Western journey has not ended yet. Maybe it won't be a small DLC, but the full game like blackmyth Wukong 2. Lastly, we can have a guess of what might be the story of blackmyth Zhong Kui. We all know that real is the most important resource in the blackmyth world. It represents the soul energy of any living beings, or even dead bodies. In Chapter 1, Yuan Shoucheng mentioned about the naming of souls.
路上可曾见到那些无主的孤魂？灵运不散，浮于空中。唉。
We often see some random wheels floating in our way. Some will even transform into obsession, just like Elder Jinchi or the one in the trailer. This time, Zhong Kui will be the one to fight against the monsters and free the poor souls. Besides, as Zhong Kui is the king of ghosts, what if we have the chance to revive the person we want? Back to the 2024 Bilibili New Year's Eve countdown, there was a scene of a boat king standing up to grasp the floating leaves. What if we can collect the broken pieces and revive the dead person? I really hope Game Science can make this happen. If you like more in-depth details of the blackmyth series, please don't forget to press the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.